Hi everybody, this is Anthony Kirabash of Owecta Provincial in the Professional Development Department, and I'm here to do a short tutorial about Google Drive or Google Docs. And for those of you that are taking part of the Google Apps for Education Drive, this will be a good refresher. And for those of you that have never touched this program before, it might be a good entry point for you. So there are a couple of ways to get to the drive. You can set it up as your own personal bookmark, or you can use the Google search. I personally use something called Symbaloo, and I'll show that to you in a second. I just love giving gifts to everybody everywhere, and Symbaloo is a gift that I've been using for probably, I would say, 7 years. Absolutely incredible organizational tool. Here's what it looks like. That is your first gift of the day. As you can see, I've organized all my favorite sites here on one page. I set it up as my home page, and I even used to get my students to create home pages like this as their work. To get to Google Drive then, I'm going to assume that you already have a Gmail account or a Google account. If you don't have one, then I suggest maybe stopping the video, or after the video is done, taking some time to learn how to set up your own Gmail or Google account. All right. If you have a Google account, then this is one way to access your Google Drive. So using Google, just type in Drive. You could type in Drive in Google at the same time, and the first hit will be Google Drive. Now I'll just show you in my Symbaloo page. Here's my Google Drive. I never have to conduct a search. It's easy to find. All right. So Google Drive is basically a folder in the cloud. And what the cloud is, when you hear the term cloud when it comes to using technology or cloud computing, all it is it's information or data that's stored away from your computer. The cloud could actually be on a computer or server, which is actually just another computer, in your own building. That's still cloud computing, or it could be thousands of miles or kilometers away in a different country. And as teachers in the Canadian context, we should always be aware of where the server is located. So when you start to use cloud technology or cloud-based technology, always consider that the country in which the server is housed may have its own laws around privacy that are not like Canadian laws. American laws and Canadian laws are very similar. In fact, some American laws are far more strict than Canadian laws. So Google itself has many farms or data farms or server sites all over the world, and in particular in the United States and in California. So when you are using cloud-based software like Google Drive, you should know that all of the data that you place on it is sitting in a computer that's pretty far away. There's nothing wrong with that, and Google is quite secure, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be aware. Okay? So your first foray into Google Drive, let me show you what it will look like. When you come to a page that looks like this, Google sets up a very simplified menu. So we'll just go through it. On the left side here, I can open up my menu. It's already inside a Docs. Okay, so a Docs is basically short for documents. I can set up a sheet, which is a lot like Excel, or I can set up slides, which is pretty much PowerPoint with a lot of really cool add-ons. Okay, and just so that you know, Microsoft does offer a competitor to Google Docs. It's known as OneNote, and some of its Office 365 products have the same capabilities as Google Docs, although the way they work is a little different. So for now, we're just going to focus on Google Docs. And if you go to the right, you'll see here I can organize things by grid or by list. You can see here across the bottom of my page, these are all the documents that I have. I can click on the grid view, and it will transform them into a bigger icon for me to see. I can organize them alphabetically, and I can even open File Picker, which basically gives me a window and gives me a search opportunity to grab whatever I like. All right? So far so good. This is the Docs interface, okay? And what I want to do is create something new. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to create a doc. So I'll click on Docs and I'll wait for that to load. And you can see here that I have the opportunity to create a blank document or use any of their brand new templates. These are so new. They weren't here a half hour ago, at least not on my machine. So I'm going to click a blank document. I'm going to open that up. And you're going to see that the Google document itself looks a lot like Microsoft Word, which everybody has gotten used to in the business world, in education, and anyone else that has access to this type of software. Your first task is to title the document. So give it a title. I'm going to give it this title just for today, so November 10th. It's 2015. And you can click anywhere away and you'll notice that it saves automatically. This is a great feature. And every save is actually documented. It's called a revision. Each and every save that's being made is a revision and it's documented in something called the revision history. You can actually go into that history and follow along how the document evolved. Okay. Now this is pretty cool, the fact that you have a document that's sitting in the cloud, but it's not that cool until you actually share it. When you share the document by clicking this button here, share, you enable other people from anywhere in the world, including the office next door, to contribute to the document in real time. All you have to do is enter their name or email address and give them editing power. If you want someone just to be able to view it or comment, then you can do that as well. This is what makes Google Docs so powerful. In fact, you can activate a shareable link if it's not sensitive, to privacy matters, if it's a simple project or brainstorming, and it doesn't have to hide behind any kind of security, then you can open it up for the whole world to see. Not that everyone would come and look at it, but it's certainly, if you activate this piece here, the Get Shareable link, anyone with the link can view or edit or comment. What that does is it kind of breaks down the need for people to have a Google account to pop in and take part of this. So once you have selected that, so here, Get Shareable link, and then I scroll down and I choose what I want. Anyone with a link can edit, comment, or view. So let's say I want them to edit. Okay? And then I can just click on that link and copy it by clicking on Control C or right click and copy, and then click Done. And then I could email that or text it or put it out on Twitter or Today's Meet or Padlet, Desire to Learn or Blackboard. I pretty much put it anywhere I want, and then it's an integrated tool that people can use and update as they go along. It's pretty neat. So that's your introduction to Google Docs. It's a straightforward tool. You don't really need any help setting up the document itself. What you should be doing, though, is looking at just how a powerful tool it can be when you share it. All right? Good luck and enjoy the rest of the course.